City.
Players there has been a hacker in the circle. A hacker? Who could it be?
Hello everyone, yes, welcome to City. So today we will be talking about the cycle, yes. Now with that being said, I'm gonna get very real with you in this particular episodes that we got yesterday. We got the last episode that I watched was episode 12, 11, I think from 10 to 12 or more. Excuse me if I forgot the rest. But let's get real. I'm gonna say this. In this episode of The Circle, it is very entertaining. We have very beautiful, cast and opponents, And there were a lot of things that went on in The Circle that I actually enjoyed. There were a lot of dramas, betrayals, and I'm gonna say backstabbing. Yes, although I think the first players that came, apart from, is it Xenex and Brad and Xenex, these two over here, they are, I would say, a match in heaven when it comes to trouble and actually putting on flames. And I'm gonna say this, they're quite interesting. Working together as a catfish named Jennifer, I'm gonna say the only person I pitied the most, and the fact that that person had to leave at last, Tommy, poor Tommy from Britain. He had to go trust Jennifer. I never trusted Jennifer from the start. Tommy had to go trust this too. Why? I was like, Tommy, you have to think about yourself. You have to live it. If the shoe was in the other feet, would Jennifer put you first? I think Tom was just overwhelmed with his Kruger love. He was like, oh, she is so into me. I trust her so much. And I was like, Tom, think with your head. Although a lot of people were playing with strategy, Marvin in the other hand, where's Marvin? Hold on. Marvin, in the other hand, was over here playing, calling two women his queen. And this is the thing. Marvin was a playboy. And although I didn't want to see him leave, and at episode 11, I'm going to say this, Raven acted out from her heart. She didn't pick Marvin because of, of other reasons to go. She just picked him because she was hot. So Marvin truly hot, Raven's heart. And although he did go to see her, I'm going to say this. I'm going to play a little bit of the clip and I'm going to come back. So hold on a second.
The player.
Yeah, like this was the time they got hacked. Like, let me just play it a little bit.
Players, there has been a hacker in the circle.
Yeah.
A hacker? Who could it be?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say this was frustrating because why? Although Raven, and I'm gonna say this, I like, is it Raven? I like her very much, but the way she I wanted Jennifer to go because she was very, very tactical. Even Tom didn't know what Jennifer have always had the plan, to actually eliminate somebody. And if it came to be Tom, it was, even when, she was asked about this. Like, hold on a second, let me play this a little bit more.
Did somebody take over an account?
One chat in the last 48 hours was not as it seemed.
I mean, it was a lot. I mean, the last two episodes was on fire. Now, hold on, let me go back so that we can talk more about this. So what Jennifer did was try to throw Tamara, is it Tamara, under the bus when she was asked about it. When Sam actually asked her, "You are the only one, that know about me calling, my best friend Gospin, and you're the only one we actually." And I was, when they had that Gospin topic. I'm gonna say this. I was thinking, are they gonna ever figure who knows about the gospel topic? Because we all knew it was Jennifer. Jennifer knew about the gospel and she used that to her advantage. And I think that was the worst thing she could have done. I think that was where she actually failed. So Raven, in the other hand, she just played it with her heart. And I think Bruno, I'm not even going to get to the Bruno topic. Bruno believes too much. And, she actually felt the way she was kicked out. I was like, why is nobody looking at Jennifer? Jennifer has been throwing shades upon shade upon shade, like serious shades. And I'm going to say this, Tom made a terrible, ridiculous mistake in episode 12 of season 5. I'm going to say it because even when, Chaz actually called him and asked him, "Tell me the truth," he tried to defend, protect Jennifer. But when it came to the voting time, Jennifer said they don't want Tom. Jennifer decided to put Tom at the bottom. At the bottom. Like, she didn't even put him for a second or thought. Now, I'm going to say Brad and what is her name again? I kind of always forget her name. She has a very strange name. Zene, is it Zentia? Zenti. Oh, sorry for my bad pronunciation. And Zenti is a little bit of the manipulate. She knows how to manipulate very, very well. And I'm going to say Brad is not off either. And Tom, oh, poor Tommy. Tommy trusted Jennifer with all his soul. And just the way they did it. The way Brad and Zentia did Tom at the end was painful to watch. The fact that they put him as the lowest. They didn't want him to even rate high because they were like, Tom has been rating high for a long time. So we are just gonna, we're gonna play this game as a game. And I'm like, oh my God, these people are sneaky people. Now, let's go to, this one over here, the player boy. Yes, Now, Marvin, I think Marvin played himself. He thought he was playing two ladies, and at last, it actually ruined his game. Marvin. Now, I'm going to say his elimination, I thought he should have stayed one more time. But you know what? I thought Jennifer should have been the one to leave. But I understand, Raven was in her feelings. She was really, really in her feelings. And she really wanted Marvin to leave because Marvin was flirting with her and Tamari. Is it Tamara or the Tamari? So she wasn't having it. But I think that decision that Raven made was a terrible decision. She just made it out of spite. And instead of her understanding this is a game. Now, I'm not saying what Marvin did was good. I'm saying what he did was terrible. But I thought that, you could have given him a little bit of chance until we eliminate everybody else, especially Jennifer. Because let me say this. Jennifer and Tom, they had been poisoning a lot of people's man. Now, I'm going to say this. The fact that Jennifer actually hacked, Chaz a profile and actually talked to Sam. Like, Chaz is Sam's husband. Like, he is her husband. So, he manipulated that position. They manipulated that position. came over to, Sam, and told Sam that, what is her name? Tamara was a terrible person, and she was into that, hijack the whatever they had, remove all the whole player. And the funny thing is, Sam and Tamara they were both getting along very well, and even Tamara actually reached out to Jennifer. She reached out to Jennifer and even tried to even talk to her, and she was a total snob. I'm just gonna say they didn't care about her. And I'm gonna say this: when they learned about the hacker, it was so funny. It was funny because I was hoping that Raven would remove herself from her feelings and go after these two, and also, Tom. But I was expecting them to go not Marvin first. I expected her to take herself. It is a game. It was a game. And, sometimes people play the game wrongly. You cannot hold them to it. And the thing is, the guy wasn't even that bad. He was just, a womanizer. Let's just call it that. He didn't know which queen he wanted. He didn't know which queen he actually wanted. So he thought, oh, you know what? I'm just going to put queen 1 and queen 2. It never works out. Whenever you think about queen 1. Now, let's talk about the other one, Sasha. Yes. Shubham? Shubham, actually, he came back and he was, acting the catfish Sasha. He was acting as Sasha, a very beautiful, girl. And I'm going to say this. The fact that he actually wanted to start an uprising to remove all the old people, I'm like, have you seen all the new people in here? I think it's a little bit like Oliver over here. Oliver wasn't having it. Oliver was like, oh, I just came in and we already planning an uprising. And I feel like Tom and Jennifer would have been into it. Tom and Jennifer, they would have been into it. And I'm gonna say this. I absolutely love this season 5. And it was all sincerity, but sometimes even if you were sincere, it's not gonna work out. Like some people actually, I'm gonna say this. Anytime I see somebody align themselves with Jennifer, I'm like, yes, you're gonna lose. That's why these two together didn't make it the first round. So although I'm gonna say something, I think I can feel some romance brewing between these two over here, because the way they pick out their outfit, the way they sit together, the way they work so good together, it's giving me they might end up, both of them might actually end up, in a relationship. They both might actually end up in a relationship, but I don't know. I'm gonna actually research if they ended up dating each other, because it was giving good vibes. But one thing, I'm just gonna say something. When Brad was always with his shirtless clothes, when he never wore clothes, at first it was enticing to look, but when he's in his nasty mood, I'm like, can you put on some clothes? Like it started getting irritating. I'm like, we've seen your muscles, we've seen the chest, and oh my god, let's not even go there. When Marvin was actually, when they sent Marvin home, and he actually left his last words, and he actually flexed. You should see Zenty, is it Zenty? Face. She was like, oh my god, he is so sexy. And Brad's face just changed. I'm pretty sure those two had some kind of relationship in the circle. They had, because the fact that Zenty was falling for Marvin and Brad wasn't having it, he was absolutely not having it. Is it Brett? Sorry. Brett wasn't having it. Brett Robinson. Double T. What a weird name. But you know what? He wasn't having it. He wasn't having. He was like, I got muscle too. But Zentia just said to him, you know what, you gotta go back to the workshop. You're gonna put some more effort into that. He wasn't so happy about that. So I'm just gonna play a little bit of a snippy snip because I don't want this video to be copyrighted. We're gonna play a little bit of the snippy snip, and then I'm gonna come back. So this is the scene that I wanted to watch. I've repeated this scene a little bit more time because I'm gonna say this. Tommy boy, you made a mistake trusting Jennifer, because at the end she literally let you down. She let you down. She dropped you like a bag of potatoes. Oh.
I'm thinking over every mistake I've made. I'm thinking over every connection I've tried.
I feel like somebody just opened up my phone and went through all of my messages. Like, who the hell told you to read my messages?
So this was about the hacker. This was all about the hacker, people. I mean, Jennifer is a treacherous, sneaky, backstabbing person. I know she's a catfish, but the way she did Tom at the end, she was like, every time we rate him high, I don't think we should put Tom that high anymore, unless if it comes to between us and Tom, they literally put Tom, they literally sacrificed Tom. So they literally sacrificed Tom. They sacrificed Tom. They used him as a sacrificial lamb, and Shuham, I'm gonna say this. He had, the last season that I saw him, the season that he played in, I wasn't really a big fan of him because he was, there was something with him that I really didn't like. But when he came back, I was thinking, okay, he could redeem himself, but it didn't work out. And you know what? He tried to start a uprising, remove all the old people. You cannot ever talk about uprising. Although Tom and Jennifer would have gotten along with it, the other new players were side-eyeing them because they were like, I don't know what is happening, because it's sounding like you guys have an alliance. Now, Bruno, I liked her. I actually liked her. Bruno, when she left, it was quite hard. It was hard. Now, we're going to talk about Chaz. Chaz have this open-minded, but he's also very strategic. He has a strategist, system. He never goes after people. He never backstabs, but he plays with his strategy. He knows how he's playing the game. He's always rated one of the influencers from the start. Him and Raven, but I'm gonna say Chaz is more of a kinda, I will say, a little bit manipulative. He doesn't manipulate people into doing anything, but he just stays and he's putting on this nice guy's face. And I'm not really feeling him like that, but you know what? I'm just going to move on. Now we go to Marvin. I actually did. At first, I thought Marvin was arrogant, but later on, I just noticed he's just a guy that just want to enjoy himself. And he is definitely a womanizer, definitely, because of the way he handled the situation between Tamara and Raven. Now we're going to go to Oliver. I actually do like Oliver. And I'm going to say this, although he's open to relationship, I'm going to say Oliver, put that back, because this is a game and you don't want your feelings getting hot in here. Now Raven, I'm going to say she's very straightforward. She does not have the time to play around or turn corners. She's just herself. She's going to tell you what she thinks, and I love that for her. And then Sam is one of the people that I actually love in this episode and in this season. She's very real. She doesn't have that, and she is very, I'm gonna say this, free. She's a very free spirited kind of person, and I like that for her. I like that. Although she was rated many times in the bottom, homegirl, this girl, this lady over here, she managed to actually, get one time to become an influencer. And I love that for her. She's not somebody that, likes taking, and she and her husband, Chaz, they're both really nice. And I'm thinking the fact that I'm going to say the people that I think that are nasty in this game is Tom and Jennifer. You know what, let's keep on going because I'm going to talk about Tom and Jennifer and why I think they're nasty. Yeah, Tommy, you played a dirty game. You actually did put some, Tom went to Raven and told her that, Marvin is not really a feminist. Tommy, I know he was not, but I see your game. I see, because this is the thing, while Tommy was planning on getting other people out, Jennifer over here, Xanax and Brett, is it Brett? They both were having other kind of plan. Anybody that they could use as a sacrificial lamb, they used that person. Even when Sam, after they hacked they hacked Chad's profile and talked to Sam and tried to throw Tamara under the bus, and they were telling her, oh no, don't trust her, she's a backstabber. She was among this, she actually wanted to join the group, and Sam actually believed her husband. And the fact that she finally realized the only person that they have actually called each other that name in front of was Jenny over here, Jenny girl. Yeah, it was these two. So they actually used that information, and that is how she's a good, she knew how to find them. And I think that was the most terrible thing that they both did, because hey, you could have used another profile, maybe she wouldn't have known. But the only person that I'm gonna say Sam actually had the strongest relationship to was her husband. Now, with that being said, this photo over here just Marvin the player, and this one over here, I understood how frustrated Chaz was, because Chaz just wanted the truth. And I'm gonna say Tommy over here was trying to protect, Jennifer. And at last, he came back to, he shot his own foot. Because when it came to voting, Jennifer didn't care. Jennifer was like, see, if it comes to between us and Tommy Boy, yeah, I think Tommy Boy going. And they just, put him out like that. They put him out. But I'm going to say this. I absolutely love this episode. And I'm definitely going to be watching out to see, what's going to be going on the next one. Because, they are in the finals right now. And I'm hoping if there's going to be another elimination that these two goes. Yeah, these two. Jennifer over here got to go. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure now that Tom has left, Jennifer is going to be feeling defeated, because now she has to make new alliances. She has to throw debt on other people, which I'm pretty sure is going to be hard, and it's going to be very hard to stick. But you know what? She can try. Now, with that being said, please let me know what you think about this in the comment section, like and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. Have a great day and goodbye.